So here we have the Nissan Juke Techno Auto on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see there are no reversing sensors. That's because this car's got a 360 parking camera. It does have plenty of boot space, as you can see, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. And the boot space can be increased by lifting this tray section just here. This tray also removes should you wish to remove it. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in superb condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats, as you can see. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer. You can see the fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauges in the middle, and the total miles on this car, which are 4,804 in that central display area at the top. At the bottom, we've got the P, showing us what gear this car is currently in. As it's an automatic, we are in P for park. Backing out to the steering wheel, we have stereo controls on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, we have cruise control and speed limiter. The main stereo system over in the centre is all touchscreen. You've got a few option buttons down the right and left, but essentially once you press those, everything else on here becomes touchscreen. So when it comes to the radio, for example, you can see this car's got DAB digital radio as well as FM and AM. We've got satellite navigation. There's a full video showing that working on our website. And I mentioned the 360 parking camera. If I pop the car in reverse, you can see we've got reversing camera and a bird's eye view camera. We've also got a near side wheel, or just the full reversing camera. And if I pop the car back in park and press the camera button, we've got a front camera, the front camera and the front near side wheel, or we can turn that system off altogether. So working our way down to the climate control here, we can adjust the temperature with this left hand dial, fan speed on the right hand dial. That button will turn the air conditioning on or off again, or you can push this button in to put it onto auto, and the car will take control of the fan speed itself to maintain, in this case, 17 degrees. To override that, just readjust the fan speed to your choosing. You can then determine where within the car you would like the air to be distributed. This screen also doubles up as the driver mode screen, so you can put the car in normal, sport or eco. And in every scenario, it changes the engine, the gearbox, the steering and the climate control. So for example, in sport, the steering will become firmer, the gears will rev higher in every single gear. Normal will be your everyday driving, and eco is kind of the reverse of sport. Underneath that section, we have the auxiliary and USB inputs for your music. We have a 12-volt charging socket, the fully automatic gearbox, and then underneath the central armrest, we have a heated driver and passenger seat. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.